The only reason you keep quitting your good habits, like reading more, going to bed on time, waking up earlier, going to the gym, eating healthier, calling your parents more, keeping your room clean, all that stuff, the reason why you keep quitting those things is because you don't understand the compound effect. But once you understand the compound effect, it does not matter what new habit you start, you actually keep doing it. Because here's what happens when you start a new habit. This is what happens every single time. You start it, within a week, you start looking for results. You start looking to see something coming, like you getting something from it. Like you go to the gym, you come back, you look to see if you have any abs or if your arms are stronger. You don't see anything. You're eating healthier. You get on the scale to see if your weight has dramatically dropped. Nothing's happened. You called your parents a few times, and now you're hoping that the relationship is going to be fully repaired and great, and it hasn't happened yet. You've been doing all these things and for like a week or 2 weeks, and nothing has happened. And so you quit. You're like, oh, this is too much effort. It's not working anyway. I'm gonna, whatever. You quit. And then later on down the line, you think, oh, I should get back on it. You get back on it. And the same process repeats. You look for fast progress. You don't see it, and you quit. But what if you weren't looking for fast progress anymore? What if once you understood the compound effect, it did not matter if you saw progress now, a week later, a month later, even 3 months later. It didn't matter because you understood that the progress was coming, and when it comes, it's going to be dramatic. Dramatic. So, what is the compound effect? The best way I can explain it is the compound effect is the day everything changes. It's a one-time thing, which is you go from you suck at this thing and then you're great at it. And I can explain even better by showing you a video of when I first started speaking to a camera. So I'm going to show you this video right now. My knowing was to write. And 12 years in the future, I had not started on that book I wanted to write. So you probably have a knowing inside of you too. That was trash, wasn't it? That was complete trash. Back then, I thought it was great, but it was complete trash. But behind the scenes, it was really hard for me to make those videos because I had to read a script and then try to memorize it, and it was really hard, and then editing took so long, and I didn't know what to talk about, and it was horrible. It was so hard. For a long time, I didn't get any views. My videos were crap. I wasn't seeing any progress. What made me keep going? The compound effect. Because I understood if I kept doing this thing, one day, I didn't know when, but one day everything was going to click and I was going to be just great at it. If not great, then at least 10 times better than when I started. You feel me? And that's exactly what happened. I just kept recording videos. It was trash. I saw no progress. It was horrible. I didn't know why I kept doing it, but I just kept doing it. Well, I knew why, because the compound effect. But you get what I'm saying? I just kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And then one day, the videos just started getting better. And once I started seeing it was getting better, my confidence kicked in, and then it just started getting better and better and better. It's like the minute the compound effect kicks in, once you start seeing like the momentum, once that starts kicking in, and you start seeing you're getting somewhere, that's when the progress starts coming even faster. And now you're seeing all that fast progress you wanted to see a few months ago, it's now happening in a matter of weeks. I'm telling you this happens. I promise you this is true. The compound effect is true. And I don't know if I have the videos when I first started juggling, but when I first started juggling, I was trash. I never learned how to juggle, so I was trash, right? And, you're doing a three-handed juggling. I'm going to try to find the video of when I first started juggling, how awkward I was, but if I can't find it, I'm sorry. I don't have it. But when I first started juggling, I was so awkward. I couldn't keep the balls in the air. It was horrible. I was uncoordinated. But I kept doing that every single day. I kept practicing juggling for at least 5 minutes every day. And for months, I was not seeing any improvement at all. But then one day, I'm not kidding you, one day I woke up, I grabbed my balls, and before I knew it, I was literally just juggling. I was just juggling, and I couldn't understand how, because yesterday, I couldn't even juggle. But the next day, I was just doing it. And then, after a few weeks, I was doing so many new tricks. Going under the leg, doing two-hand balls in one hand, catching the balls, like doing all these crazy tricks, which I'm going to show you, but I got that. And it all came in one day. Like, that changed from being a complete horrible person, horrible juggler, just trash, complete trash, to being juggler where I could do all these new tricks. That happened like one night. I just woke up and I just could do it. But that wasn't what happened. What happened was the compound effect kicked in. After showing up every single day, like, let's say this is the compound effect, right? This is the line you want to reach. I want to make sure I'm on the camera. Okay, and this is where you are. You're going to spend months underneath this line you want to reach. When you cross this line, this is when all the fast progress you want to see starts popping up. But you have to get to that line first. And so you're going to keep for months. This is a month. This is going to be months, okay? I want to keep it real with you. This is gonna be months. You're gonna be working and showing up and showing up and showing up and seeing no results, nothing. But what's happening beneath the scene is you're slowly getting up to that compound effect, that line where all that progress that you put in months earlier has accrued and can finally be shown. It's like a seed, really. My bad, my alarm went off. But I was saying it's like a seed. You plant it underground, you can't see it, and you just tend to it. You water it, you give it sunlight, you give it what it needs. And you keep showing up every single day and you don't see any progress. But just because you can't see it does not mean it's not happening. It is happening, but it's happening underground. And once the underground growth takes form, then it starts to sprout, and before you know it, you got a whole plant right in front of you. You know, for months watering that plant, nothing happening, and then boom, it's there. That's what happens when you start these new habits, these good habits. It's like a seed. It's going to take time to grow. But as you keep showing up for those good habits, you keep going to the gym, you keep reading the books, you keep going to bed on time, waking up early, you keep calling your parents, you keep eating healthier, you keep doing those things, you keep getting to the compound effect. Suddenly, you're going to cross that line, and when you cross it, the gains you want in the gym will come. The benefits of waking up in the morning will hit you, and suddenly you're more productive and focused, and you're a millionaire. Your weight has dropped off because you've been eating healthier. Your relationship with your parents is flourishing. Like, everything good suddenly appears. And you're like, oh my God, where did it come from? It came from the compound effect. You were just catching up to it. That's it. So if you want to keep doing these good habits, you have got to understand the compound effect. Results don't come in a linear progression. Results come underground until they reach that point, that potential where it can come to your reality, your physical reality. That's when results come, the compound effect. When it crosses that compound effect line, then you will see all the progress you're looking for. And that's when the ball is rolling, and you're going to see progress even faster. Like, every single day, you're going to be making 10 times fast progress. And people are going to be wondering, how did you get that good? Like, what happened? What changed? But what they won't understand is that you were working on that seed of potential, those good habits, every single day. You were working on them without seeing any results. But that didn't mean the results weren't coming. They were coming. They were already on the way. It was just, you had to keep doing it until you reach the compound effect. So whenever you start some new habit, don't look for progress immediately. Have the understanding that you're working for the compound effect, and that once you cross the compound effect, everything you're looking for will finally come just like that. And then more of a good things will come faster and faster and faster after you pass the compound effect. Alright? Hopefully that made sense. I'm gonna make more videos on this. Read the book Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That goes into great detail about that. Or The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. He doesn't talk about the compound effect, but he talks about the same concept, just a different name. Alright, either book works. But remember, take action, stay consistent, make your goals happen, and I will see you later.